Chapter 1. The force, like a cold wind mixed with an electric pulse, ripped through me, and I gasped. What the? Dozens of bad words crossed my mind, and I would have spat them if my cell phone hadn't dinged. Amanda. So? Did it work? I sighed. If whatever was haunting this place stopped playing, maybe I could start the ritual and find out. Me. Hang on. I knelt on the floor and resumed drawing a summoning circle. I could feel the entity nearby, as if it were watching me, wondering what I was doing. I looked up, searching for the moon, but both 4-story dorm buildings did a great job of hiding it from me. It was almost 2 a.m, and even though it was Sunday, most students seemed to have turned in early. Probably because fall classes officially started tomorrow. Good thing, too, because I didn't need any curious eyes. I finished the circle and withdrew a small leather pouch from inside my tote, which was lying on the ground near my feet. I opened the pouch and shook the contents into the palm of my left hand. The red hawthorn berry powder was running low, but I should have enough for tonight's ritual. I made a mental note to stop by the Midnight Cauldron to buy more. Focusing on my task, I pinched the red powder with my fingers and sprinkled the dust on the ground, forming a 6-pointed star in the center of the circle. After making sure there were no gaps in the star, I cinched the pouch and threw it back in my tote. I pulled out my phone and sent a message to my sister. Me. Done. Amanda. Now place the crystals on each point of the star and step into the circle and then call it. I rolled my eyes. Me. I know. Amanda. Sorry. Force of habit. Her powers manifested when she was 8, and she started learning magic right away. I was 6 then, and even though I still hadn't manifested, I sat through her lessons. I absorbed everything. Amanda's affinity appeared when she was 13, the ability to turn water into ice, but only in small quantities. It was a fairly simple affinity, but she was happy with it. Until then, I hadn't even made a single spark with my fingers. My mother thought all the time I had spent studying had been a waste. Finally, on my 16th birthday, a sliver of magic appeared. To my mother's disgrace, I had been the oldest witch we knew to receive my magic, and also the weakest. However, I knew it all the theory, all the history, all the spells, all the potions, and that knowledge, along with my weak magic, made me somewhat useful. But I still hadn't discovered my affinity. Amanda. Hazel, did you get it? Suppressing a groan, I placed the fist-sized white crystals on each corner of the 6-pointed star. I looked around one more time, making sure nobody was in the alley or watching me through the windows, and stepped into the circle. The energy from the crystals flowed into me, and I opened my arms, welcoming that bit of extra magic. It rushed through my veins, bringing energy, life, and power. I smiled. Veni ad me, I chanted, funneling my power. I sent my magic to all 4 corners. I felt it when it bumped into the other force, enveloped it, and pulled it to the circle. Now you're mine. The force struggled against me, but my magic was strong when backed up by the crystals. The force crossed the circle's barrier, and my magic released it. Immediately, it tried to step out of the circle. I almost laughed at its foolish attempts. I channeled my powers. Appare! The air shimmered, and smoke appeared, slowly forming the outline of a person. It was a ghost. I knew it.